Hi, hello, this is Mikey here. You're probably wondering, why have I returned to the Bevcam YouTube channel, and more importantly, why have I returned to the Bevcam public access cable stations and stuff? You're supposed to be doing your volunteer stuff and your school stuff, right? Right? Well, you're wrong on that part, because it's almost that time of year that I'm almost onto my little Christmas break. Even though that this video will be released at some point this week or so, I can't really confirm nor deny. Editor Mikey will throw words on the screen. But with that being said, I do not want to yap for too much, so I'll just get into the meat and potatoes. So, after the holiday parade and stuff, I decided to come back down here, fixing up some of my other projects, and possibly remaking some of them, until I saw something that was very interesting. So I was rewatching one of my older projects called the Northshore Experience. For anyone who's an original subscriber to my own YouTube channel, I have made this project back in 2019 when this was an idea from Dennis M. Hicks. I hope I'm saying his name right. Dennis decided to bring this to my attention that I should do a video series of how my experiences at Northshore at the time was going to be a good thing. So I started following his words, and lo and behold, that series became a thing. But since the series is like, what, at least 6 to 7 years old, again, this was all back in 2019, like this was forever ago, I have decided to rewatch some of the videos itself, or at least the whole thing itself, and let me tell you, the editing wasn't really that great. It really wasn't, and I kid you not, I had cringed so hard that I was like, you know what, I could probably remake this if I only had the original files. So I decided to go do my Google Drive and my Google Photos to see if the original files were still there. And lo and behold, I thought they were lost until I had made an amazing discovery. When I was going through my Google Photos in the year of 2019, or at least the area of 2019, I have found the original raw footage of the set recordings for the Northshore Experience. That made me very happy, which made me thought about this. If I have the original footage of the project that I did, what could I do with it? And more importantly, could I really remaster this thing? And the answer was yes. Yes, I could do this. This is my stuff. I haven't touched this thing in a hot second, so yeah. So as of this moment and as of this thing, you're gonna be seeing 2019 Mikey Lugo Jr. explaining his little shenanigans at Northshore Community College. And to remind you, this is the remastered cut and not the original cut. At some point, whenever I have the time, I will repost the original version of the Northshore Experience on either my archive channel or my main YouTube channel. Which, by the way, again, I am very happy that I'm bringing this to all of you guys, to Beverly and to Bevcam, to show this little piece of my history on a channel that is very supportive of content creators. So with that in mind, time to go back to 2019 and hearing past Mikey. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of words. I hope you enjoy your time watching the Northshore Experience in a new format. So anyways, see you back then.
Hi everyone, this is Mikey here. I'm here to explain a thing that I would need to talk about. I know I've been very quiet and not that much active, but it was only for a good reason. My mom and dad signed me up to this program called Males. You're gonna hear that word a lot, and believe me, you're gonna hear college and some big shit. Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of things. So anyways, I do want to say that I'm involved in the program called Males. For Northshore Community College, I highly recommend you guys, if you're graduated high school or what, yeah, I'll let you guys decide too if you want to go to Northshore or what. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my experience in 6 parts. Why 6 parts? Because, well, basically it's just going to be easier for telling my story for 6 weeks. So anyways, let me tell you, there's a lot of weirdness, a lot of kind around the community. Yes, there's a lot of nice people. I met a lot of nice people. They were very nice and kind to me. It made me very happy, of course. I'm glad that I got to involve with everyone to communicate that I'm not alone, that I can be myself over there. And yeah, there is just so much people who I engage. There's Dennis, there's Billy. Those two teachers helped me a lot to get to remember a lot of things. Billy, you're the one who helped me a lot to get my map back together. I want to give props to you for that. Also, Dennis, I know you're my first year experience teacher. I want to say thank you for taking me to the real world for a bit, because I know I'm turning 18 in a couple of days or so as this video is recorded. I want to say thank you. But also, whenever I'm at Northshore, I'm living a life that is very healthy. Communicating, again, talking to people, being healthy, being nice and kind. Also, I'm still learning a lot of things from Northshore, so I want you guys to know that I'm gonna do 6 parts of these episodes and let you guys know where I'm gonna update to all what's gonna happen with these people or what. I'll tell you the people who I met in the next episode or so. So anyways, I like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys like to find more episodes like these. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a good day and or night or whatever time zone you are. I want to say goodbye, everyone.
Honestly, looking back at this made me think of a lot of things. The first thing is, this was forever ago. I can't believe that I looked that young back then. To remind you, I was 17 at the time. And this was in my birthday month. I think. Yeah, this was in my birthday month. Again, all of this was forever ago, so if I don't remember all the key details or so, I do apologize. But I will say that I do remember that I was very appreciative with Dennis with the suggestion of making this thing into a series in itself. So whoever is still at Northshore, and if Dennis is ever watching this, Dennis, thank you for actually being a big motivational key to actually making me do this thing. So yeah, anyways, let's get back to 2019 Mikey. Yeah!
Good morning, vlog. Yes, this is gonna be interesting things. I'm gonna do this as a project as well. As I've been thinking about this for a while, I'm gonna conclude this as a project. Yes, I'm using my vlogs and this project to combine as well. Anyways, yes, this is week 2. I'm gonna record only 2 of the days of this whole experience. And yes, I'm at Northshore Community College right now. So yeah, I'm very excited to be here again and doing all the silly mayhem adventures around here. Anyways, guys, yes, I'm heading to my first class as always, to Mr. Dennis H. Dennis. Of course, I'm gonna see Dennis soon. My other people are in there. Yes, my other people are in there. You're gonna see them a lot more often in these videos. I can't wait for you guys to meet them all. Yo, I got my homies here. I got my homies here. Say what's up, guys. You're. Everyone is doing their projects, as I see. Basically, we're talking about ourselves, of course. Everyone is gonna talk about themselves in the future, but you're gonna hear that stuff on Thursday. But yeah, there's everyone else doing their work. Oh, by the way, here I made this. I made this awesome shit.
You want me to introduce myself?
Yes.
I'm Dennis Hicks. I am the instructor for the male's first year experience class. And it's been great working with the students every week, talking about different topics that I think they find interesting and that matter to them. we're working on assignments that are building their presentation skills, as well as helping them kind of formulate how they look at college as a whole. So I'm hoping that everyone ends this first 6 weeks of these classes before they start the fall with a better understanding about Northshore as an institution and as a better understanding of themselves.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Anyways, gotta get going, sir. Bye-bye, sir.
Hey, I'm Billy Jackson. I'm the math instructor for the Male Summer Bridge program. In this program, students are going to be, for 6 weeks, taking a math course where we do some remediation, some projects to get them ready for college math and hopefully place into a higher math course.
Yes, Billy's gonna help me out. And yes, he did help me out for a lot of things. Thank you, Bill.
And Mikey, you're a hard worker.
Yes, yes.
And I know those are the two teachers that I'm going to be talking about for a bit, but yeah, this is only part 1. Part 2 will be coming out tomorrow. That's my birthday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and comment and subscribe. So anyways, talk to you guys later. Good morning, everyone. Yes, today is my birthday. And yes, this is part 3 of the college experience. Today we're gonna have a mixed up video session. We're gonna leave the college part as of now for the remaining of this morning to the afternoon or so until I can make a separate video out of this. So yeah, by the way, welcome to part 3. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, today there's gonna be a presentation and some other math stuffs and etc, etc. So that's I can actually include. Ah man, I'm out of words, but I'll include that for today's vloggy thingy or whatever. But yeah, I can't wait. Basically, everyone is doing their presentations right now. I done mine, and I think I did great. Everyone looks so fancy. I was dressed up for a bit, but yeah, you get the point. We were talking about death and stuff, but now we were talking about our little presentations about ourselves. I love about that, but yeah, in the next couple of minutes or so, we're gonna maybe talk about math. So I'll maybe put the time frame soon as I think about a way. So yeah, I can just do this. Here, okay, so basically now, guess I have some extra math homework tonight. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm taking the other way. Okay, you know what? I'm taking the other way to the last class that I have for today, and for other words, math was a pain in my butt. But really, that was just too much. I tried my hardest in this shit. But yeah, I had to get my math work done today and pronto, but yeah, it's gonna be hard. Luckily, it's just online math. And I'll get my project next week. Jesus Christ, help me out, Lord.
Before we do go back to past Mikey, I just want to make this loud and clear. You can hear the struggle of me focusing on math and how to beat all of this stuff in the first place. Look, this is really relevant as well because I still do struggle with math, and let me tell you, me and math aren't really, eye to eye, and we don't hear to hear, so it's there in that. But also, just to remind you, this is when I was paranoid that if I didn't do well on the AccuPlacer, which you'll probably see later on in this remastered cut, that yeah, it's probably like so hard for me back then to really understand of how math is within the college format. But anyways, I had enough yapping. You gotta go back to past Mikey and stuff. So catch you on the other side.
Hey, how's it going? This is Dennis, and I'm introducing the 4th part to this video series. And today we're in class, we're going to be doing presentations for the soundtrack of my life.
Yes, thank you, Dennis, for the intro.
You want me to do it again?
No.
So, okay, I know for the fact that I was gonna let you hear and see more past Mikey, but before we actually do that, I want you to all to realize that I do have a part of the project as a YouTube video, which I'll show you right now, so you can see where they were talking about the soundtrack of my life. But it's not me literally explaining the set presentation, but it's just a little interactive thing that I did for the set presentation. This was once on my YouTube channel as an unlisted video, or at least it was a public video. I can't really remember that well, but I made this as a video just to get the interaction going. So here's this little fun video that you're gonna get from me.
Hello, you random user or random person or people who know about this project. You clicked into the unlisted video of the introduction of Soundtrack of My Life. What's a soundtrack of my life, you be asking? Well, we're gonna be basically telling my story by music. Yes, that may sound strange, but really interesting at the same time. We're gonna talk about my favorite music in a timeline of my life. We're gonna talk about the goodest moments to the baddest moments. We don't know if we have any bad moments on this list, but we're gonna talk about some sad moments, but good moments in our lives. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this list, and I'm ready to kick it off. So, anyways, other me in reality, start off the list into good proportions if you have your note cards.
I have just found this just right now. Holy moly, this is so old.
Hey guys, okay, sorry, I know it's been a couple of hours or so for the whole day on Northshore. Yes, the presentation was great for the soundtrack of my life. I don't know what my grade is, but the next project is gonna be a graphic item. So basically it's an item that I maybe need from my house, or something that is what I care for. I'm gonna bring one of my old artworks that is very old to the thing. Next week, of course. That's next week, because he moved the date to next week or so. But yeah, or this week, doesn't know. But until then, later on, well, after that, shit, I also forgot about Billy. Yeah, Billy, giving us more instructions for the project of the math project in my open math. Luckily, I've remembered some of the math stuff still. Billy had given me more information. I'm glad that I got more up to date. And yes, I'm still currently trying to figure out more of the problems as I speak right now, because yeah, the thing is due, well, the my open math thing is due on Friday this, of course, and the project is due this Thursday. But don't worry, me and Stefan are gonna work it out. But anyways, I think that's all I have to say for this part 4-ish. Oh, by the way, at the end of this video, you're gonna see me in a box for the original part 4. Anyways, here is the final video. Roll the clip.
For Mr. Dennis,
Box, go.
Hey, this is Mr. Dennis, and this is a Northshore experience for you. And today we talked about financial aid and student loans, and I talked a little bit about what I experienced as a student and how many loans I've taken out, and some of the problems I ended up with, and how I ended up on a TV show to help me clear up those problems. I'm hoping it was helpful for all the students in the class. Definitely don't want to have y'all relive my experience.
Yes, he had to go reliving it so much. Isn't that true, Dennis?
It is. I'm still paying for it.
Yes. If you want to tell the people the TV shows, tell them the shows.
Also, well, I was on the Susie Orman show in 2012, and then I was on a game show called Flea Market Flip in 2017.
Yeah, the Susie Orman show episode is very hard to find, so yeah.
Yeah, the Susie Orman show is no longer be found. Her show ended a few years ago. But the Flea Market Flip episode is actually still online. You can find it on YouTube. The title is called Lara Gets Flipping.
Yes. Thank you, Dennis.
You're welcome.
Yes.
So, okay, I want to give a quick update on for what Mr. Dennis said about the Susie Orman show part, because all of it's not really lost media, but it is still kind of lost. I mean, I'm going to be more realistic. I tried to find the episode myself again years later, even though that this was like, what, 6 to 7 years ago that I tried to do my research. And somehow, the only information that I was only given by what Mr. Dennis said, he said the episode aired around in 2012. And only one episode that aired around in 2012 was called Student Loan Danger Zone, meaning that this episode aired on June 16th, 2012. That is the same time where Mr. Dennis appeared on that said show. But the problem is I can't see if it's the actual episode or not, because due to the fact that this is considered to be lost media in itself, I can't really even say if it's really lost media. It's just media that can't be seen. It's just privatized. So with that being said, I can't really confirm nor deny if this is the first appearance for Mr. Dennis to be on this set show. So, but the good news is that the flea market clip episode does still exist within Disney Plus and all these other streaming services. Yeah, look, I'm gonna be real with you. When I saw the thing on Disney Plus, I was very confused on why it was there. Then I realized it was connected to Hulu and all these other things. But here's the clip of Mr. Dennis in Flea Market Clip. Flea Market Clip? Flip. Flea Market Flip. Yeah. Here.
Odd couple of Dennis and Matt. They call their design style kitschy mod.
Hey, I'm Billy Jackson, the math professor for the Summer Bridge program. Today we learned about the correct order of operations for evaluating expressions and some working with formulas and solving formulas, like doing conversions for temperatures. How did it go today, Mikey?
It was very good. Luckily, my mind didn't get stressed out that much.
Awesome.
Yes, thanks, Billy. Also, is there any other projects that I would need to do?
We got a third project coming up about predicting the adult height of children based on certain characteristics of them.
Okay. Also, is there gonna be any homework next week? Just asking.
Yes, there will, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Because,
All right, my pleasure.
yes. Anyways, have a good day.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
I like what those two people said. We have only 2 weeks left of this bridge program, or males program. So we only have a couple of videos left. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoying this series so far. And yes, I know it's getting a little boring, but we're gonna do some more very intense stuff. Just wait until the end, and you see why. I mean, stick around until the end. Also, guys, I haven't forgotten about Comic-Con. Just wait for another video about that, alright? Just hold on to the bag of dipper. So anyways, see you guys in the next video!
So, before you do go back to Past Mikey, I want to throw this out as well, because in the midst of this series, or at least in the middle of the Northshore experience, I was probably told by my sister Angelica, which, Angelica, if you are watching this on the Bevcam YouTube channel, or the public access channel, hi, this is your mention on the Bevcam page. So my sister Angelica, probably at the time, had told me that we're gonna go to Fan Expo, and I was heavily promoting that throughout my social media at the time. And again, this was 2019, so this was pre-pandemic stuff. So yeah, if you keep hearing the terms Comic-Con or Fan Expo, you probably know where I was going with this. So for anyone who's been a subscriber for my channel for a while and known that I was talking about these events in my videos, then you probably already know the gist of it. But anyways, back to Past Mikey.
So this is part 6 of the Northshore experience. And today we did a brief workshop around diversity, and we learned a lot about each other. We learned about our similarities and our differences, and we learned how to appreciate some of the areas where we have been mistreated or oppressed, and we learned to speak out and sort of advocate for ourselves around those areas, and we shared appreciation for one another, which was really great.
Yes, indeed. You forgot to tell them your name, Mo.
My name is Michelle Cabelli Harris, and I work at Northshore Community College. I created, developed, organized the Males program, and I absolutely love doing this work.
Yes. Michelle, I want to say thank you for being part of my series. Wait until the last episode. That'll be on is the cookout day or what? Or so. Anyways, I'm gonna get going to lunch now. See you later, Michelle.
Hi, I'm Professor Jackson. I teach the Math Summer Bridge program with the Males program. Today we reviewed order of operations, and we all did some individual practice for the placement test.
Yes, today was a kind of rough day. Billy would know what happened with me for a bit. How did I feel today, Billy?
Well, I think you you got to work hard in order to achieve what you want to achieve and make people proud who you want to make proud.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you on Thursday or what?
Sounds good.
Yes, thank you for helping me today, Billy.
You betcha.
Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Dennis again, and this is part. Oh my God.
2. It's 2. Don't worry.
Okay. Hey, this is Dennis again, and this is part 2 of this week's assignment. And today, what we did was talked about financial aid and talked about college and expectations. And then I also allowed every student to ask me a question. So I have all those questions here. There were random questions, some of them related to school, some of them were personal questions that allowed us to have a deeper conversation about life in general and school.
That's good enough to know. Anyways, Dennis, I'm gonna go. See you later.
Thanks, Mikey.
You're very welcome. See ya.
Hi, I'm Billy Jackson. I teach the Math Summer Bridge program for the Males program at Northshore Community College. And today we talked about some inspiration for why students need to strive really hard to have great careers in math. Also, we did some work on getting them ready for the placement test. That way they can be prepared to reach those levels that they need to reach in order to have great and successful careers.
That's good enough to know, Billy. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, am I gonna play the place the act? How do I say this? Am I gonna pass this thing?
You're gonna pass it if you work hard. You gotta work hard if you wanna pass it.
Yeah. Thank you, Billy.
Hi guys, this is part 7. This is gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. This is the last episode of this mini-series, but this one is gonna be long to explain. Yes, what I'm gonna explain is maybe everything that I encounter. So this is gonna be cutting through the limits that I have. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go downstairs and check what the others are doing, and yeah.
Hey, this is Dennis, and this is part 7. Today in class, we started off with our presentations, and then we flowed into a discussion about some videos that we watched. One was about a congressman being pulled over while as a black man in New Jersey. Another one was about some of the issues that have been coming up where folks are calling 911 on individuals. Very good discussion with everyone. Very pleased with how everyone responded. Even kind of went into some gun control topics, as well as some topics about diversity.
Yeah. Oh yes. Also, Dennis, I want to say thank you for joining and being part of my video series. It's a very big honor to tell my story. You should guys thank for this man for making this series to happen.
Thank you, and I appreciate my ability to be in here. Oh, I didn't say that. Let me start over.
Well, it's fine. I'm about to end the recording soon. Dennis, it's been an honor. We'll see you and again or sometime in the future. It's been an honor to talk to you and all.
All right, thanks, Mikey.
Bye-bye, Dennis.
Hi, I'm Billy Jackson. I teach the Math Summer Bridge program. Today, we got everybody geared up for their last final take at the AccuPlacer. Hopefully everybody places higher to help them be more successful in math, and we did a lot of individualized work with that. And also we learned about weighted means, so students can be able to calculate their overall average for their courses and their GPAs here at the college.
Yeah. Hey, Billy, I want to say thank you for helping me out for the past couple of Tuesdays and Thursdays.
My pleasure, Mikey. That's what I'm here for, bud.
Yes, I hope I'm gonna see you this September or what.
I hope so too.
Anyways, I may have to get going. Do you have anything else to say to the audience, like for any advice?
I think everyone's just got to find their passions and work for it and just keep working hard.
Yes. Anyways, I'll see you later, Billy.
Sounds good.
Bye-bye.
For what I learned from here today and for the past couple of these past weeks was a lot of friendship, how to get my work together and in making a good, better future. Without this program, I wouldn't be doing these kind of things, and you would have been having a silent YouTube channel. But I'm glad that I came here. I'm glad that I got help from Billy and Dennis and Michelle as well. Mom, Dad, thank you for putting me to do this kind of program. I'm ready for anything that will achieve for me. Also, for people who want to know of how you want to join this program, just go talk to Billy and Dennis and Michelle if they're gonna still be here. But for other words, I wish you guys the best of luck for your future and make the best out of it. That's all I have to say for this mini-series to an end. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the regular video anytime soon. So goodbye everyone, I love you all and see you later.
And that is it. That's the Northshore experience. The Northshore experience was a very big project that I made back in 2019. And looking back at that project now with a different lens made me rethink a lot of things from my humble beginnings at Northshore in 2019, which I'm gonna be more realistic with you. With Mr. Dennis and Billy being the two people who shown me guidance with these programs, I am very happy that they were my mentors for me when I started Northshore Community College. But also meeting the people at that said program, I felt very welcomed and very honored over there as well. But also more importantly, I started to have more friends over there. But the sad thing is, I don't have that much of contact with them anymore ever since that program had ended for a bit. But I do know that Mr. Dennis has a business that they own, and Billy is probably still at Northshore. I don't know if that's the case. But with that being said, I am very happy that this was the first thing that I did for Northshore Community College. And I will always treasure this as like a moment in time memory for me as an individual. And again, for Dennis and Billy and anyone else at the time who is watching this, I just want to say thank you for making me feel so great at that program. Actually, I just also want to say thank you to my mom and dad for bringing me to this program and showing me a lot of these amazing people. Because if I were not to be in this program, I would have been doing other things over the summer. Again, I owe it to all of you guys. And anyways, I'll see you on the other side. Thank you for watching.